Actually, I was stuck in Serena Hotel in Suat for a whole week, but the area had been cut off and we are having problem accessing communication, light and gas. When I got a call from my head office, I was on the way back to Peshawar, but on the way we witnessed some horrific scene, like the affected people were showing anger over the government, claiming that they aren't responding well on time. Well, the situation is still not clear. As a child protection worker, I'm concerned about the vulnerabilities of children, that how many children are being separated, how many casualties related to the children, how many are unaccompanied, and how many children are traumatized. But the access to the affected area is very limited, and most of the communication networks are disrupted. And I have also witnessed some people who are climbing on the walls and on the rooftops of damaged houses as water rushed through their villages. And the major concern right now is the waterborne diseases, which is emerging as a threat to the survivors.
Have you been able to assess the situation of survivors, particularly of children, and their number, for instance, among the 1.5 million people we're talking about?
Yes, right now what we are hearing from our colleagues and from the field, that there is a threat to the children, like they can be kidnapped, like they are missing from their families. There could be some casualties related to the children. They will be needing shelter, and there will be many children who will be orphaned by the mother or their father. Like the government has shared that there has been deaths of almost 1,100 deaths. So the major obstacle which we are facing is the access. Like the connecting bridges have been washed away. In Suat, only 45 bridges have been washed away by the flood. So there is a limited access to the affected areas, and we cannot go to those affected areas and can access the situation there.